Hey everyone. So today I'd like to play a little game I like to call Ruin That Song. Here's how you play. What we're going to do is we're going to take a piece that a lot of people play. It's fairly well known, and play it the way everybody plays it. So we'll give you one last chance to enjoy it before showing how it should be played. And it'll seem so obvious that it'll be kind of frustrating to hear this song from now on. So I'm sorry in advance, but then again, that's kind of how learning works. It's really the art of making obvious something that wasn't obvious before. And then once it's obvious, you can't not see it. And then everybody else that doesn't see it, it's annoying. Isn't that fun? But you know, that's education. That's why you're watching this video. So, again, we're talking about the first Sonatine of Schubert for violin and piano. Here's how people play it. Okay, so what's the problem here? Those are the notes that Schubert wrote, but the issue here is that that's not how Schubert is asking us to play. So if we just read the music, you know, on a most basic level, this isn't one big phrase. Okay, it's four. It's four phrases because it goes da-yum, yeah, da-dum, da-da-da-da, and da. Four different musical ideas, not one. So in other words, it's not one big sentence. Come down to the park, we're gonna have a grand old time. It's, come on, let's go. Really, this is gonna be awesome. And then, or something like that. And so when we're playing this, we have to make it sound like four ideas. And there's just different levels. So that, I don't know, I could suggest one way to do it, and then maybe you'll think of other ways. But for sure, if you re-watch, just search on YouTube, search this Sonatine, and you'll just see everybody doing this as one long phrase and going way too fast. That's the other secret, and that's the other way that I'll ruin this song, which is the name of this game, is people are going far too fast to make four phrases out of that. Because if you're going da 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 boom, you can't have a nuance. And 19th century music is all about expression. They're early romantics. They're trying to get as much feeling and passion through this music as possible. And you can't do feeling if you're dum 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 ba-dum bum bum dum. You're gonna lose all of that nuance. So we have to go far slower. I'll sing it and then I'll play it. So da 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 dum da 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 da, like that. Okay? The way I think about it is almost like a crescendo, like da da, and then instead of like everybody does, you start a new phrase by being softer. So it goes. Playing a little softly because my neighbor, it's a little early in the morning. You see? Now that's interesting. If I can, I'll post a recording of me and my friend playing it that way. And you see how expressive it is. It really takes this time to express this beautiful melody, but in four different voices. So that's how it should be played. And the result is really, really interesting. So you'll notice it's not always that way. The phrasing doesn't always work that way. So like, if we go down to the fortissimo, where all of a sudden we're doing the same thing, but it's bum, bum, bum. There's no marking at all. So there, we're not doing ba-da, okay? We're doing bum, 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 normal. It's what we expect. And that's the change up. You know, what we expect is one long line. And Schubert isn't giving us what we want, and that's interesting. That's what makes music interesting, is that people expect things and you don't give it to them. I'm not one of those purists, right? I'm not sitting here telling you, if we stray from Schubert's path, we've lost the genius of Schubert. No, that's not my attitude. Like, just be careful, because music is all about having expectations, and then tweaking them, not giving people what we want exactly, and that creates tension and mystery and surprise, and we're like, what is this melody? Where are we going with this? That's what makes this piece interesting. I don't mind, if people build on what Schubert did and say, Schubert's a genius and all that stuff, but look, if you play it this way or think about it that way, this is an even better piece than the one that Schubert had in mind. That's possible, but that's not what's happening here, and that's why I've ruined this song.